What's going on YouTube? War Eagle here, bringing you another MW3 commentary, and this time with the Golden P90 on bootleg, and I am using the Assault Strike package, mainly to help me win the domination gameplay in this particular gameplay, and since this gameplay I've actually kind of stopped playing domination other than on MW2, because I just didn't enjoy losing so much, because I just don't ever roll with a team, and throughout this gameplay you will notice that I will die over and over again trying to get to the objectives, and there will be a few moments where I'll actually not run away from the objective, and that's because I was listening to music during this and I couldn't hear what he was calling out very well, but I did have my headphones over and I could hear most of the call-outs that he said, but unfortunately some of them I missed, and I don't know if that had an impact on the game or not, but I'll assume it won't, because I don't think the score was very close to the end anyway, so I was really trying to get my AC-130 into the air so we could actually get some map control, but unfortunately that never happened. I killed as many people off the objective as I could, but it just wasn't enough. My tiny hands can only carry so much. I mean, carrying 6 people is like carrying a freaking house on top of your back. Because if people are dying on your team and they're not playing the objective to boot, you're not going to be doing very well, because they're going to have kill streaks, and you're not going to have any kind of reinforcement, so you're kind of screwed. I mean, there's not much you can do without 1 or 2 other people tactically helping you and giving call-outs and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I'm not lucky enough to have a very good team, but I do prefer to play alone anyways. That's why I prefer TDM. It's easy for me to win a TDM game if I'm alone, because it's based around kills, and everyone on my team is playing the objective, obviously. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're playing at 2 and 24, which is not helping me a whole lot, but at least they're trying, I guess. I don't know. But, anyways, I want to talk about something else in this game, this commentary, because Call of Duty seems to be getting old. I'm going to be quite frank with you guys, because it seems to outlive itself already, because they just keep adding new games to the franchise with the exact same principle. I mean, I understand it's a shooter and all that stuff, and that's fine. That's fine. Shooters will probably never go out of style, but what they need to do is they need to change the way the game looks almost entirely. We need a new console for one thing. That will drastically keep the franchise alive. Which Black Ops 2 sadly isn't on a new console, but the next Call of Duty should be on a new console, which I'm kind of excited for. But Black Ops 2 is bringing some new stuff to the table. I doubt it'll make a huge difference. These little things they add in each Call of Duty never really does keep it alive for more than a couple months after release. Every COD seems to have a honeymoon stage where everyone likes it for the first few months, like until about January or February, when it starts to wear off and get old. And then like they look back at the previous Call of Duty as if it was a god. I don't think that happened with Modern Warfare 2. I don't think anybody ever liked that game at all, even after the game was out or done. I don't think they liked it during the pre-release. I mean, the honeymoon stage either. But because that game was just so broken the entire lifespan, and that's only recently been playable. It's still not really that playable, but yeah. In each Call of Duty they add a few new features that the previous Call of Duty didn't have, that kind of rejuvenate it, but for the most part, the gameplay stays the same. The same guns, just copy and pasted. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm telling you the absolute honest-to-God truth that I have noticed. Noticed that most of the guns in Modern Warfare 3 are the exact same as the guns in Modern Warfare 2. They didn't really add too many. Like the Type 95 is basically the FAMAS. The P90 is in this game. The UMP, the AK, the M4A1. Just I could go on forever. These games really don't add too much. For the game to stay fresh and just exciting for the entire lifespan that it had, they'd have to drastically change the game. They'd have to change the way it looks, the way it plays, the game modes, the guns. They would have to add different kinds of ways to shoot guns, like, I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm sure there's something out there they could add that they haven't added already. They need new kill streaks for one thing, which I think they'll be doing in Black Ops, but for the most part I've seen a lot of rehashed kill streaks. The The only good thing about Black Ops that I've really heard is the perks and the new creative class. That's about the only thing that changed. And other than the score thing, where if you capture an objective, it counts towards your kills. That is about it. I mean, honestly, they haven't changed a whole lot. They might have put a few new guns in, but with Call of Duty taking a turn towards the future, hopefully they can make some new guns and some new ways to shoot guns. Like we could have laser rifles in the future. I don't know. This could be Halo pretty soon, with power suits and shields and shit. But as long as the game's fun, I'll play it. I don't really care, honestly. I just want a fun game that's balanced and playable. That's all I want in a Call of Duty game. That's all I want. If they can do that, I'll be a happy camper, and I will sit down and play my Call of Duty and not be frustrated. I won't. Dedicated servers are not that big a deal. I know on Battlefield they're pretty cool because anybody can get a good game usually, but they don't make a huge difference. Trust me. If you have a good host with a decent upload, then you'll be fine. But most of the time that isn't the case. They assign the worst possible host. What they need to do is they need to have frequent lobby scans for the best connection in the lobby so that they can change the game on the fly, change the host on the fly, like without having to go through a host migration and anything like that. So when a new person enters the lobby and they have a better connection than the previous host, it will switch over to them during the next pregame lobby or halfway through the game or something like that. I think that would make it more balanced, connection-wise, anyways. But yeah, and I really hope they can nail the gun shooting and stuff like that, because I know in Black Ops that I was killing people who were already 5 feet in front of where I was shooting, and it was ridiculous. But on Modern Warfare 2, they had a pretty good tight shot radius there, and it was really good. Hit registration, and please no lag compensation. That was just, everyone knows that was a piece of shit and garbage. So hopefully they won't bring that back. I don't think they are, but from what I've heard, they've actually taken out Last Stand, Final Stand, and any other variation. They're not trolling us this year, hopefully. And that only thing I can say is thank God, because that fucking perk has just destroyed Call of Duty the entire lifespan. It's just, they won't get rid of it until now. I have no idea why. They are so obsessed with that damn perk. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I'm so glad they're getting rid of it. Yeah, that should have gone in what I said earlier about the only thing I've heard good about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the score and stuff like that. But that by far is probably the best thing I've heard. And Ghost is seems to be nerfed. It sounds pretty cool what they've done to nerf Ghost. But anyways, the gameplay's winding down here. I guess I'll let it play out. Hopefully the gameplay's enough to hold you over. It's not amazing gameplay, but I only wanted to show it because it shows how teams can really affect how well you play. And if I had a good team, chances are I probably would have got some kill streaks, because I wouldn't have died to some of the people I was dying to, because they were in my spawn and all over the objectives and stuff like that. So I wouldn't have died trying to get to the objectives. So yeah, so if you have a team, you're good. I recommend Huppet Gaming if you want to get a team on any game. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this. See you guys.